tournament where we are going to see 12 women decide the fate of the Sherry Martel Classic Championship, Sammy.
I am so excited to be a part of history. Who will stand at the top and be crowned the best in the women's division here in reality wrestling?
History or herstory, Carolina?
I'm gonna go with herstory, Kirby. Guys, whoever comes out on top has some big shoes to fill.
And her opponent, from Orlando, Florida, she's top tier, Jazmine Allure.
We already saw Promise Braxton make her entrance here as this first round matchup is going to be underway here soon.
My pick, Kirby.
Jazmine Allure is your pick?
No, Promise Braxton. I mean,
Promise
Jazmine Allure, top-tier talent, making her debut here tonight in reality wrestling. What a way to debut than in the Sherry Martel Classic. But when you gotta make a pick, Kirby, you gotta go with the chosen one. Destiny is calling, and it will strike here tonight for the chosen one, Promise Braxton.
Well, tonight she is facing somebody that actually trains out of San Antonio, Carolina. So what more can you tell us about Jazmine Allure?
She trains at the Dog Pound Dojo in San Antonio, and she's gone up against the best of the best. She's not new to this, she's true to this.
She has been all over the world, whether it be WOW, AEW, NWA, or even WWE, even migrating over from Mexico City. Jazmine Allure is wanting to prove that she is top tier, and what better way to prove that you are top tier than by winning the inaugural Sherry Martel Classic?
Not only that, but starting things off against one of the absolute best in the women's division here at Reality Wrestling than Promise Braxton. You were looking for top-tier talent, you're definitely going to get it here tonight.
Jazmine Allure right now making her way back up to her feet, but we know for a fact that Jazmine Allure is a top-tier talent by her own admission. Promise Braxton, cover here, shoulders are down, is also a top-tier talent, being a former two-time women's champion here at Reality Wrestling, Carolina.
Yeah, and she is the chosen one for a
Cover
reason.
here really quick. Oh, but a kick out.
She's the chosen one for a reason, and when we look at the Sherry Martel Classic, this is a great way to start it, if you ask me. Top tier versus the chosen one. Can't get any better than this.
The Promise Braxton is used to the bright lights here at Reality of Wrestling, so some might say that this is kind of a home field advantage for her. Would you say the same?
Well, the thing about Reality of Wrestling is that no matter how successful you are, and Jazmine Allure, who has been tearing it up on the independent scene, this is the brightest the lights have ever shown on her, in my opinion. Not only that, but you're in the Sherry Martel Classic. You're here against one of the best in Promise Braxton. The pressure is definitely on the shoulders of Jazmine Allure.
Oh, look here, the shoulders are down, speaking of which, but referee going one more time, Mr. JT Stevens. Look at this, Promise Braxton was kicked off of the ground, and now, oh, she's able to flip it through, though, trying to get a better positioning, but really close to the ropes is Jazmine Allure.
That's a bad ring placement. Not sure if she was even going to be able to get a pinfall there, too close to the ropes.
And now we are seeing these two just trading chops in the center of the ring, and it seems that Promise Braxton got the better of it as we are honoring the legacy of the late, great Sherry Martel. We know her history with Booker T. It runs deep, but not only was she a great manager, she was also a great competitor, being a former women's champion herself.
Sherry Martel, an absolute legend in this business. You gotta believe that everyone in this tournament will love to have their name associated with the Hall of Famer.
Jazmine Allure here into the cover, but a kick out from Promise Braxton. Jazmine Allure is looking great right now, Carolina.
Yeah, she looks like she's been here before, but this is actually her debut, so for somebody who's making their first appearance here, they're doing a fantastic job. It's an inaugural Sherry Martel Classic, and what way to start with Miss Jazmine Allure herself.
Well, that's why they call her top tier, but right now, Promise Braxton may have just put her in the bottom tier of the ring. It's now a cover from Promise Braxton, but a kick out from Jazmine Allure.
Jazmine Allure, only 24 years old, is having a great showing. But I mean, we mentioned Booker T. Booker T hand chose Promise Braxton as the future of this business, and she's showing exactly why right now.
Yeah, you're right, Sammy. She's showing why she has the home field advantage. This is that home comfort. She's showing that she's comfortable. She's showing that this is her home. This is going to be a run for everyone's money tonight.
So now we talk about that familiarity, that experience, right? Jazmine Allure has been all over the world, but Promise Braxton has experience here in the Row Nation. What really kind of brings out the best in you?
Well, I think that Jazmine Allure has got to try to put whatever experience she has in the back burner and just focus on the here and now. This is going to be a long tournament. Whoever wins this matchup is going to go on to a triple threat match. And then that's not even that. Then you got to go on to the finals.
And that's pretty interesting.
Oh, cover here really quick from Promise. Oh, but another kick out from Jazmine Allure.
I mean, you have the triple threat match in the second round. You have 2 of those, and then the final, it's going to be a really intense matchup for this tournament.
And this is just the opening matchup here where we're doing a one-night tournament. And it's not going to be just tournament action. Later on tonight, we're actually also going to have the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line, as well as the Women's Championship itself, Rachel Chanel #5 against Tiffany Nieves. But that's going to be later on, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Jazmine Allure looks to try and get back up to a vertical base, and she's able to. But Promise Braxton, look at that with the counter. Are we going to see an upset here? No, kick out from Promise.
Both these ladies have got to put the other one away quickly. They got a long night ahead of them. The longer this match goes does not favor either of these women in the long haul.
But also just goes to show that their conditioning is going to be tested. Oh!
Absolutely. Are you conditioned? Can you get through the fatigue?
Cover here. 1, 2, for it all, but no.
Promise Braxton would rather throw you than know you. She is so smooth in that ring. And then again, look at this, not expending too much energy, driving that knee right into the back of the shoulders of Jazmine Allure.
The Sherry Martel Classic Tournament, thought up by Booker T himself, wanting to showcase the best women's action all over the world, looking for all kinds of talent, and we drew the ire of the NWA, NXT, amongst other companies, and right now we are going to find out who is going to win it all, as Promise and Jazmine Allure are getting things off to a very hot start, Carolina.
Yeah, for the first singles eliminations match of the night, this is really, really intense. So I can only imagine how much more intense this will get as the night goes on.
Jazmine Allure is just firing up here. I'm very impressed with Jazmine Allure so far, staying in this fight against some of the caliber of Promise Braxton.
I agree. I mean, Promise has been all over the world. Japan, here. I mean, to be able to...
Oh! Rough
into
landing.
the cover here. Now, will that be enough? But no. Look like a different variation of the pan dulce that we've seen from Jazmine Allure do all over the world.
I mean, you can see the pressure that everyone wants to make a splash in the Sherry Martel Classic, taking what I'm going to argue are unnecessary risks already in the opening round.
Through here, the shoulders are down to advance, but no. Jazmine able to break free, but look at this now, the gut wrench puts her down for the cover and the victory. Promise advances. You saw it right there. She said 1 down, 2 to go.
The chosen one, on to the next one.
What a victory here for Promise Braxton. As we look at the bracket, it's getting updated. Next, we are going to see Alex Gracia versus Erica Torres, and the winner of that one will meet Promise Braxton in the triple threat next round.